Welcome to another edition of Kosher Caffeine, turbocharging your soul right now and right here. So you say you want to become Warren Buffett, a billionaire. He doesn't have a big house, but I guess your dream is that if you became the billionaire, you will have a big house, lots of fast cars, an infinite amount of money. And you know what the secret is? Visualize the billions of dollars coming your way. Visualize the success, and it will come to you automatically. Now, if you believe in this, I got the Brooklyn Bridge to sell you. Let me begin by sharing with you some facts you may not know about. Did you know that Warren Buffett's father was a stockbroker? Is your father a stockbroker? Did you grow up in that kind of a household? Now, Warren Buffett grew in the 30s. Is the economy today like it was in the 30s? And then, did you know that Warren Buffett's father moved to Washington and got elected to Congress? Was your father elected to Congress, and the political connections that perhaps the family was fortunate to have automatically with the job? And then, do you have the kind of wife that supports you and that is dedicated like Warren Buffett? So as you can see, that there are just too many elements that are way beyond the control of an individual to duplicate. And it's not a matter of bringing it your way. It's a matter of being fortunate to be at the right time, to be at the right place, which happens more, as we say, coincidentally, by divine providence than anything you could ever orchestrate on your own. Let's give an example that the Talmud talks about, and that is somebody planting a seed in the ground. The Talmud says planting a seed in the ground, the farmer prays to God that it should succeed his effort. When a person makes an effort, in the grand scheme of things, it's like a little seed in the ground. And the only reason why we do plant the seed in the ground is because God commanded us to do so. If God wanted, on his sake, he could provide for us food from heaven like he did for the Jews in the wilderness. But God says we have to deal with materialism, the world of nature, elevate it and make it aware of its godly connection. And so when we plant the seed in the ground, we're doing it only because we are on a mission of God. And when we become on a mission of God, we are sure in that mission that the one who we are connected to in doing our mission will certainly give us the strength and the blessings to succeed in this mission. The Talmud tells us that when a servant goes and talks on behalf of the king, he's considered like the king. He carries the name of the king with him, and therefore people are afraid of him. And the same thing is also when you and me know that we're here in this world not carrying the burden of the outcome on our own shoulders, then we set ourselves up for disappointment. When we know that it's all about a partnership with God, then the previous Rebbe, Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak Schneerson, said, the effort that a person makes is not connected to the results. A person makes choices and decides to do the right thing. The effort is his responsibility. The outcome is God's decision. But when you know that you are working for God, and therefore you are connected in this mission, the outcome is guaranteed that it will be just as God wants it. And when the outcome is exactly as God wants it, then it's certainly going to be not only bringing results in terms of financial success, but it will bring the results that bring about a healthy balance in a person's family and with his children. Of course it's true that it's important the kind of attitude a person has. The Rambam Maimonides says that when soldiers would go out to war, it was forbidden for them to think in terms of weakness and of fear. Because if they thought in terms of weakness and fear, it was a sure recipe for their own failure and bringing down the so many people around them as well with them. So of course a person needs to approach his effort of putting the seed in the ground and of making his effort as one that will bring positive and successful results. And he's very accurate and realistic about it, because he knows that he's doing it because God commanded him to do so. Of course it's all about a positive attitude. Of course it's all about keeping away any negative thoughts. And with a positive attitude not in ourselves. We are just human beings, finite in the results that we can bring about. But when we have a positive attitude and a trust and a belief in God, who is working at our side and who we are working on His behalf, that is the secret of seeing the healthiest type of success and returns from a person.